the MLB draft already underway, a young prospect shares his expectations with a former coach.
Carlos, you lived that in your baseball career. What's his world like?
Oh, it's extremely exciting. You know that if you perform, you will get the call.
We've got a developing story here. JP, what are you hearing?
I'm checking the numbers. I'm talking to my sources and my scouts, and they're all telling me, hey, this could actually work.
Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
Let's see if he's pumping up mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Continuing our MLB Draft Day 2 wrap-up coverage, back to the prospect that we mentioned before the break. There was some surprise, even some criticism of the front office over how early he went off the board. Jonathan Mayo, what do you think of this pick?
Man, I don't think any of us saw this one coming. This definitely feels like a reach to me. I had him more as a day 3 kind of guy. There was a split camp. A lot of scouts disagreed whether he's better as a pitcher or better as a hitter. I'm guessing the team felt that he's got potential on both sides of the ball, and maybe that adds some value to him. But this made me scratch my head a little bit for sure.
All right, Jonathan Mayo, thanks. What about you, Jim Callis? Was this a head-scratcher or the reach of the draft, as some of the other analysts have suggested?
Yeah, I talked to somebody with the team, and they're excited to get this guy. This is a guy they really want. And the 2 points the club made to me were, one, this whole debate, is he a hitter, is he a pitcher? What are you going to do with him? There was a lot of confusion. This team isn't confused. This team feels like he's got very good potential as a hitter and as a pitcher. They may even try to play him both ways. And they felt like there were a couple other teams that were starting to sniff around this guy. And, this isn't the NFL or NBA draft where you could trade down to get a guy you want. If you want a guy, you have to take him because there's no trades. And they felt like if they didn't take him where they did, somebody else was going to get them. And they just absolutely did not want that to happen.
Jim Callis, we appreciate the time. Thanks.
Manager checks in with one of his players to discuss a launch plan for the young man's development.
Rolling along with the podcast and back on the prospect who's divided the scouting community, I am opposed to this belief that he went too high. I really think he could be a steal here. This is a guy who's got so much development left to do. He's got so much potential. And I think all the scouts who are down on him think, oh, he's not a finished product. We don't know what he is. That, to me, could be a good thing. He can hit. He can field. He can pitch. There is so much untapped potential so far for this guy. I'm excited to see what he becomes. And certainly as he gets started actually playing, actually being in games, we're going to be able to talk to some other folks who get a better read on him and see what they think. I'm excited for that. And frankly, I'm going to have my eye on him for a while.
player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
For minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the AA Northeast League. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Hartford Yard Goats and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Seth Corey gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all four of your pitchers.
Next, it'll be Jason Edwards.
The center fielder, Jason Edwards.
Here's the first pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. So it's on to the bottom of inning number one, no score. So the next to bat will be Jason Edwards, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And he takes ball one. From the stretch.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The 2-0. Oh, it's hit to third. 5 to second for one.
Run it out, run it
Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Squirrels lead it 2-0.
3.
Now to bat, Jason Edwards.
The center fielder, number 7, Jason Edwards.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Grounder down the line at third.
Get down,
One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. That's how you roll it. 5 to 4 to 3. A double play sends us to break. All set for the start of the inning. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Jason Edwards.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going. This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as a result.
So now here is Barry
The right
Leary.
fielder,
Flew out
number
last
8.
time up.
Barry Leary.
The 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Edwards gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We played 8 full. Richmond leads this one 3-0.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, and it certainly won't be his last.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Richmond Flying Squirrels jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Seth Corey gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Luis Gonzalez closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Hartford Yard Goats and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Please welcome Joe Flying Squirrel.
Person Garbito is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Hit to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Up next, Todd Zinnigy.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Todd
Trejo on second.
Zinnigy.
Edwards at first with no outs. And he got him.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Lowry's Montero.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game. Next up is Willie Quintana as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Willie Quintana.
Looking to throw back to second. And late reactions, and they got him. Now at the plate, here is Raul Batista.
The catcher, Raul Batista.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Runner goes for second. High in the air out to center field. Edwards will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 1 inning in the books here. The Yard Goats are out on top, 2-1. So stepping in is Jason Edwards, and they're runners at the corners now.
Jason Edwards.
Here we go.
First pitch of the AB now. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Yard Goats lead it 3-1. So next to bat will be Jacob Gonzalez. He went deep in the contest last night.
Gonzalez.
0-2, here it is. Sent out to straightaway center field. Edwards is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
For that big style money, trust fund from a son and my daughter, so I need my money. Every penny, every nickel, every dime, never know me in the bag.
3, 4, 4, take your base. He's out.
Digging in will be Jason Edwards. He flew out in his last debut.
Edwards.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Burcham leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Yard Goats are out on top, 5-1. Next, it'll be Jacob Gonzalez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's set. Here's the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Edwards is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
He's out. 3. Ball 4, take the ball. 3. He's out. That's ball 4. 3.
Now into the box, Jason Edwards. He bounced out last time up. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Alvarez has got it, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Yard Goats lead it 5-2.
3. He's out. 3. 4, 4, take the base. Ball 4, take the base. 3.
Ready now is Oliver Minoso.
Now batting, the first baseman, Oliver Minoso.
Hard hit towards center. Edwards is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, and it certainly won't be his last.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Hartford Yard Goats jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Justin Lawrence earns his first win of the first of the
Tight, turn my clutches instead of just letting it go. I'd have been wrong before, but the fact it wasn't that long ago. I even hit the bottom low, but that was just part of my growth. My heart's always broken, I guess I'm starting over. And now my battered soul is going back through the motions. I'm just half of a whole who once had no control. Was breaking my oath, it was happening over and over again. That wasn't gold, so I had to take hold. Sad how it goes when you don't even know to begin. It starts with me, I must admit. I've been a problem, but still I can't quit. Just spend my time complaining to no benefit, but nah. Making a contribution, so that makes me the solution. It starts with me, I must admit. I've been a problem, but still I can't quit. Just spend my time complaining to no benefit, but nah. Making a contribution, so that makes me the solution. Tell me now if you ready to do more than just talk. Walk with me, be the solution. Offer critical thought for the youth, be the solution. Everyone is at fault. After all, we're only human. I've been the problem, you've been the problem, and now we're the solution.
I spread my arms like frosting, like a phoenix wing around the soul spring. Soda pops in the songs survived the rhythm of 1972. Post the change in a car seat. Still playing with the party. It's the vision I'm drawn. This impossible mission I'm on. I ain't like the rest of the scene. I'm not swimming in the stream. I'm a synthetic in between. So I work hard, keep everything clean. Still stings when the pendulum swings. Yes. I try to do my best. I'm not the best. To my death, I'll never let go.
We hear all the time from people around the game that AA is where you start to see the breaking balls that are really set apart from what you've seen before. That can be a big challenge for a young hitter.
Absolutely. And I think, when you think back to, some of the pitchers that I faced, some of the guys that you face in the big leagues for 5, 6, 10 years, you're thinking, man, I saw him somewhere. Yeah, it was AA, because when you see most prospects of any organization, they pretty much go to AA just to get themselves over that hump and get ready for the league.
You had a breakout season at the AA level yourself. What was it about you that enabled you to have that kind of campaign?
I was very confident, and I thought, if the confidence could just stay with me consistently, which is very hard to do at any level of baseball because it's a game of failure, I just try to be consistent every night, whether it was, defensively, offensively, just bring something to the table. Go home with something where you felt good, and I didn't have to think about that game when I went to sleep.
A AA hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Hartford Yard Goats and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next.
Please welcome your
Kirby St. John gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on it?
Well, Matt, this guy's one of those pitch to contact.
And now,
Battle
Jason
first.
Edwards.
The center fielder, Jason Edwards.
First pitch on the way. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. That gets down, and the inning will continue.
2-2-2.
Now this is shot and thrown to first, and he'll scramble back to first safely.
Nice line drive to right field right there. Dan, does it concern you when you're missing middle, hard at the plate early in the game?
It does, D-Roll. This is the kind of guy that he can't get away with those kind of mistakes. He needs to work the corners up, down, in and out. And like that one right there, he has to stay out of the middle of the zone.
Zinnigy.
Now here's the first offering. Todd Zinnigy is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike that it just comes in out of the zone. If you can command that with movement, it's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
Here's a look over to first. The tag, and he is out. 1 hit's all they get. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. And now here is Jason Krizan trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
Jason Krizan.
Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We played 2 full. The Yard Goats are out on top, 2-0. So now to the plate, Jason Edwards. He singled in his first AB.
Jason Edwards.
Now here it comes. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Lifted down the line in left. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Back up the middle. Oh, a diving stop. He gathers the throw. He is out. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. And stepping in, Jacob Gonzalez. He singled first time up.
Baseman,
4 runs here in this half inning.
Gonzalez.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Burcham moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Into the box, Joe McCarthy. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
High in the air out to center field. Edwards is right there, 1 down. At the plate now is Jason Edwards, grounded out in his last at-bat.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game. This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Next to hit is Jason Edwards. He bounced out last time up.
Jason Edwards.
Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Long run for the right fielder, but this will land untouched. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
See it driving. Let's go. Right here.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Leary is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching, and defense in certain spots. This one was a fun one to watch.
4-2, the final score tonight. Richmond took the lead. Gets And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for your Yard Goats, number 7, Jason.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Here comes the right fielder.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Now batting, the shortstop.
And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him. He comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Now batting, second baseman, Ronald Hernandez.
Swinging a soft liner. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
You know, it's funny. The first 2 strikes are for the fans. They're trying to put balls in the seats right there. With 2 strikes, it's for the team. You got to shorten up and find a way, and that's exactly what he did right there. Soft liner into right field for a base.
Third baseman, in Lowry.
Got him.
Montero.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher.
Get out!
Right by him.
And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 7th inning coming up. The Flying Squirrels are on top, 2-0. Joe Harvey will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 30, Joe Harvey.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Richmond took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jake Wong earns his first win of the season. Luis Gonzalez earns the save out of the bullpen, his third of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. The show's continuing coverage of AA Northeast League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Flying Squirrels of Richmond and the Hartford Yard Goats. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Yard Goats.
Jason Edwards, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Now at the plate here is Joe McCarthy. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come out of the gate slowly. Just one of their first 4 have been wins.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Now at the plate is Bryce Johnson as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Bryce Johnson.
Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, get him yourself right here, kid.
Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay, and he is in there.
Batting third, the center fielder.
At the plate now, Barry Leary lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he can't track it down. A base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
That's the ball.
Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. There's one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. So 1 run here on 2 hits. No errors. And no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Squirrels lead it 1-0. Now it'll be Marco Luciano. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Jason Krizan is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
No one out with a runner at second. Fastball well outside.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And that's through for a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
And these guys are showing some consistency in the early going here. Got a run in the first inning, and this double ensures that they'll at least get a run here in the second.
At the plate, Jacob Gonzalez. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. Next to stand in is Oliver Minoso. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. And as he punches him out there, he collects his first Double-A strikeout.
Well, I'm sure that feels good, and maybe he'll keep the ball or something. But you know his sights are set on a lot higher than Double-A ball. Figuring out how to strike out a lot more guys at this level as he progresses in the minors will be one of the keys for him reaching the big leagues.
The 0-1 on its way. Ball and a strike.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. On now to the bottom of the second. Richmond leads this one 2-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Joe McCarthy. First offering. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Jones will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. And now in the box, Bryce Johnson. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. In there, strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Barry Leary is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
3-0 to him now. Into the windup and the pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Digging in next, Raul Batista, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch on its way. Too low with the curveball. 1 ball, no strikes. One and 1 the count. Leary, the runner at first with 2 gone. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Hey, all right, here we go.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Flying Squirrels are on top, 2-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jason Edwards. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Hey, guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch. So here is Marco Luciano. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Marco Luciano.
He extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
Jason Krizan will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Oh, that's up there.
Ball 1. Swing, and he pops him up. Montero into foul territory. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
No one out now.
Here comes the 1-2.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Grounded to the right. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Stepping in next, Jacob Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. No balls and 1 strike.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
1-1.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
The count now at 2-1. Here's the pitch. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
It's not exactly Fenway Park out there in left field, but a ball off the wall is not a gimme double here either. So even though he almost drove it out of the ballpark, it was well played off the carom. They got it in quickly, and he might consider himself lucky to beat that throw into second base.
Oliver Minoso comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch pops straight up. Edwards is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Ronnie Williams. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. And that's by him. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
High in the air out to center field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Joe McCarthy flew out last time up.
Joe McCarthy.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
One and 2 now. Swinging a looper to left. In there, a base hit.
No runner, cut home.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Bryce Johnson is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. And there he goes towards second. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Check out the lead here. That's about as standard as it gets, and it didn't do him a lot of help on that steal attempt either. Could have been a different story if he took it.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run.
You know, D-Row, you're not afforded as many mistakes when you're not throwing that ball in the 90s or above, and this guy needs to be real fine with his location.
You know, Dan, that's just a great swing by that hitter right there, because when you see low velocity, a guy out on the mound that's not going to blow the heater by you, maybe sometimes you expand the zone. Not the case right there. He set him up. He wanted something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Fly ball out toward left center field. Russ will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Raul Batista. He flew out in his last AB. To the left side, but it's well foul.
Hey, 2 outs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now. So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good...
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. So 1 run on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No errors and no one left. Fred Hunter will get the call.
Ball 4, take your base. First base. That's ball 4. He's out. Out. 3. He's out. He's out. 3. Ball 4, take your base. He's out.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Flying Squirrels jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ronnie Williams earns his first win of the season. Luis Gonzalez wraps it up for the save, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB.
To the brim right there. Still in the shine, make a dim right there. Gospel truth, got his hand right there. That boy stay by the rim right there. Step my dough just like it's philo. Tell the Uber, pick me up on Pico. Yeah, got some in the back like some mosquitoes. And I never play myself. You getting boy on the placebo. These C-notes getting them looser than that's how it is. And Primo is the feeling when this trio get down to biz. I heard you need a hit. Got the gloves, you been ollie with the slip. Shower me with love, already bathing in drip. This ain't a skip, blue chip on the mission, finna dip, pole position, look. Been a long time coming.
It's actually happening. The organization has decided to try him as both a position player and as a pitcher. They're really trying it here at the AA level. Jonathan Mayo of MLB Pipeline is with me. Jonathan, do you think this can work?
I mean, can it work, Ben? Yeah, of course it can work. It hasn't worked all too often. There are more and more teams who are trying to make it work. Most of these guys as amateurs were two-way players. They don't specialize usually until later on, and often they choose one or the other. You see more and more teams really making an effort to let players do both, to see maybe one jumps to the foreground on its own organically. It's awfully hard just because of the amount of work that you have to put in to excel either as a hitter and position player or as a pitcher. Naturally, some work is going to be taken away from one or the other if you're splitting your focus. And that's why we haven't seen it too often. Guys have to be tremendous athletically to be able to do both. The work ethic has to be off the charts. It's happened a couple of times at the major league level, but it's few and far between. So I'm really interested to see if it's going to work out in this case.
A prospect receives a check-in from his agent, who wants to make sure his client's career is being launched in a way that suits the young man's goals and ambitions.
cosa se puso buena. El gozo corre por mi pena. Vamos a olvidarnos de la pena. Esta fiesta nadie la frena. Sin parar. Porque traímos para picar. Y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Porque traímos bomba para picar. Y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Yo, mucha sal, mucha sal. De los que hablan con la L que hacen llorar hasta el final. Un creyente boricua con bomba para brincar. En medio del tormenta cosa no voy a brincar. Yo, llámate Elena con la moya Luca. Tengo palabras que nunca caduca. Al enemigo le tumbé la peluca. Se queda freeze con la mano en la nuca. Sabe que esto es un asalto. Suelta mi generación y apuéstate en el asfalto. La salvación con mi palo en la comparto. Tengo fuego espiritual en el aposento alto y bomba que bendice si detona. El mundo ha tratado de quitarnos la corona. Muchos viven rápido, la vida no es Daytona. Todavía hay tiempo, razón, porque traímos bomba para brincar. Y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Porque traímos bomba para brincar. Y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Que te la echo mi español muy malo. I speak English till I get up to condado. Hit the beach at 40 por mis hermanos. Ya don't understand my lingo, too pesado. Wepa, dale. Si lo tengo power, the Lord, I keep it on me. Every day is like a party, tell the drama go away. I don't do it for approval, I just do what God say. Car that took me up a beat, I hate it in the driveway. Dale, live my life inside the belly. Don't be walking with me, give my enemies some cali, yeah, boy. Leon John and Paraguay. Me and Funky got together, that's a crazy pair, se puso buena. El gozo corre por mi pena. Vamos a olvidarnos de la pena.
A minor league pitching coach offers advice to a new member of his staff.
Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline joins me on the podcast today. Jim, do you think this two-way experiment can work?
Well, it's difficult. You know, it's interesting to take a look at, but there's a reason this doesn't get tried very often is that it's very hard to be a big league hitter. It's very hard to be a big league pitcher. And when you're trying to do both at the same time, it really increases that degree of difficulty. I always think of a guy like Dave Winfield, who was probably the best two-way player. You know, he's drafted in football and basketball too. Unbelievable athlete coming out of Minnesota. And the Padres took him right almost at the top of the draft. He'd struck out 15 in his last College World Series game, and they didn't even mess around with it. They just put him in the big league. They put him in the big leagues, but immediately as a hitter. So it'll be interesting. It can work, but it's that much harder than trying to just make it as a one-way player.
Baseball on the show, and it's coming up. Striding in is Jason Edwards.
The center fielder, Jason Edwards.
From the stretch. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat rack.
Lined hard and deep down the left field line, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Burcham, base runner at first with one out. Throw over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Turn. Find it. And way to swing the bat. Nice grip.
So runners at first and second here with one away. And up next will be the left-handed power bat of Greg Bird. The 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. That is through into center field. A base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. Where you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And this is on the ground to first.
Come on, get out.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Michael Osinski trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Ball 4, take the base. Out. 3. He's out. 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 Ball 4, take the base. 3. That's ball 4.
So now into the box is Jason Edwards, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Come on now, Rip.
Oh, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Here it comes, 2-0.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
On its tailor-made to short. 6.
Come on, Bud, get out,
4,
get out.
3, and they turn the double play.
Not what you expect from your 3-hole.
Ball 4, take the base. He's out. He's safe. Out. Ball 4, take the base. Out. He's out. 3. Out. Out.
Stepping up is Jason Edwards. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Jason Edwards.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team to lead.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like he was headed for the
He's out. Out. He's out. That's ball 4. He's dead. 3. Out.
Now to the plate, Jason Edwards.
Leading off, the center fielder, Jason.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. Geddes is there, and he has it for the first out.
3. Out. 3. Out. Out.
Next to dig in, Jason
The
Edwards.
center fielder, number 7, Jason Edwards.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. 1 run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. Safe at the plate as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
A left-handed power bat of Greg
hitter.
Bird digs in now. It was a base hit last time up. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 9th inning coming up. The Yard Goats lead it.
3. He's out.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results.
1.
This manager is hoping to stoke the competitive fire of his pitchers.
That hit him. He's got three. Ball four. Take the ball. That's ball four.
Next to hit, Jason
That is
Edwards.
first.
Couple of hits
The
for him in
center
4 trips to the plate
Jason
last night.
Edwards.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves one.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Anthony Flores. Worked a walk his first time up. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Long run for the center fielder, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Ball four. Take the base.
Now at the plate, Jason Edwards flew out last time up.
7. Jason
First pitch of the AB now.
Edwards.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And no one will track it down. A ball hit hard to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it a 7-3 ball game.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
The designated hitter, Greg Bird.
A bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit.
Now batting. First base.
So next to hit is Todd Zinnigy, and their runners at the corners now. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Jimenez is there. Let's see if they try it. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play.
You talk about certain plays that...
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next to hit is the catcher, Roldani Baldwin.
Roldani Baldwin.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Going back is the center fielder at the track. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bet.
Now to the plate, here is Hudson Potts. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Jason Edwards.
If you look at their win percentage or something like that right now, got to be honest, the odds are obviously stacked against them. But I'm looking for them to show me something right here. Maybe they get back in this game. Maybe they don't. But I want to see what...
And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear.
Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get two. To second for one. On to first, and they get the double play. Stepping in once again is Rick Thomas. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Rick Thomas
lifts it into the air to shallow center. Center fielder on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
3. He's out. 3.
Next, here is Jason Edwards, singled in his last at-bat. Weak grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground out to short. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in his zone, gets him to hit it on the ground. But obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Now the 3-2 pitch. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play. Next, it'll be Todd Zinnigy, singled last time up.
The first baseman,
on its way, the 0-1 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Starting to run out of innings here as they are.
He's out. 3. He's out. 3.
So the next to bat will be Jason Edwards. 3 for 4 so far in this one. First delivery to him. In the air to straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. And this one scoots all the way to the wall.
Pick it up.
So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Next will be the designated hitter, Greg Bird. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it.
Down.
On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight. 10-4, the final in this game. The Sea Dogs put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Matthew Kent earns his first win of the season. Jose Mujica permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, The Show. It's baseball. It's The Show.
He's out.
Next up, Jason Edwards. He's been productive at the plate in the series with 6 hits coming into this one.
Edwards.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that.
And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
Take your base. He's out. Three.
Now to bat, Jason Edwards. He flew out in his last debut.
Jason Edwards.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound.
He's out. 3. He's out.
So now here is Jason Edwards.
The designated hitter, Jason
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Hit out towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Next up is Miles Jones.
The center fielder,
He struck out
25.
swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Jones.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
Up next, Lowry's Montero. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Edwards, the runner at third. Zinnigy over at second. Jones at first, 2 out in the inning.
Hey, nice and patient. Get the pitch.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. And that'll get down for a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for Portland.
So stepping in is Jason Edwards, singled in his last at-bat.
Jason Edwards.
The pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Tried to get some loft to that swing, but it's 1-1.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Takes this the other way to right, and there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Todd Zinnigy. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Hey, let her in one time.
Here it is, the 3-0. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one. Digging in will be Miles
The
Jones.
center fielder, number 25, Miles Joe.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
The third baseman.
So next to bat will be Lawrys Montero. He singled and drove home 2 his last time. Liner in there for a base hit. The throw to the plate. And he will beat the throw home. It's a 4-1 score now.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful.
3. Ball 4, take the base. Out. 3. Out.
Next, it'll be Jason Edwards. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
Jason
And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Every game the pitcher gets the lineup card, he circles the guy that can't beat him. Well, obviously, he didn't circle this guy. That's his 3rd knock of the game, and he has been on fire lately.
now batting. The first baseman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Todd Zinnigy.
Zinnigy.
Left side, reined in. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired.
He's out. 3. Out.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The Yard Goats led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Brendan Wood. Chords 4.
Whoa. Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all just in the street. Y'all take ministry. Y'all just in and preach. No deal, I like the breach. I call up my lawyer like, never mind. They playing with all of these and this is money, but never mind. I could probably never rhyme and still be $1 million up. I only spend money on her if I know she the truth, just to keep it a buck. You play with me once and you dumped. The that I say when I'm done, you know I'm ignorant. I'm at my house party acting, telling my guests that I don't use it. Then turn around and I do it again. Act like a saint, who am I to pretend? Asking the Lord to forgive all my sins with my fingers crossed behind my back with a grin. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win. Again and again. Now they telling their friends. I don't know who my friends. They like to pretend.
Please leave your name and phone number after the beep.
Cause they couldn't see me going very far. Now I be overseas with the mom.
It is an honor for me. There's basically nobody better qualified to talk about what it's like as a two-way player than legendary softball star Jennie Finch, who joins me now. Jennie, when you were coming up, what was it like for you? How did you deal with people who doubted your ability to stay as a two-way player?
Well, first, it's an honor to be here. I couldn't be more thrilled to be on this show. It wasn't easy. There were some coaches actually that I ended up changing teams because they wouldn't let me be a two-way player. But I wanted to, and I wanted to have the bat in my hands. I wanted to be able to be on defense, and I wanted to pitch. And so I would encourage those young athletes to do what you want to do and go out there and shine. And so it's exciting. It's not easy. It's double the work, but it's been done and it's going to be done. And it's exciting to see the future and the opportunity for this guy.
For any player who gets drafted, there's a certain level of scrutiny, but of course that's much higher here. How much mental toughness is he going to need to make it through as a two-way player? All eyes are on him. And, it's not easy being able to try to make it in general in baseball, but let alone a two-way player. But he's done it his whole life. And so he just needs to, focus on him one day at a time and keep grinding away at what he's done to get here.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, I go by the name of Phil Augusta Jackson. This is Redondo Tape. Shout out to Nick Lee.